Here we go. Last one for the night, Mark. It's almost 3 o'clock in the morning.
Good.
Scooby boobity doobity boo. Alright, y'all. Oh, nope. We're going. That's the kitchen, right? Alright, guys. Welcome back to more of Lemony Snicket's, a series of unfortunate events for the PlayStation 2. It's apparently also on the GameCube. I do not have it on the GameCube because I bought it for the PlayStation 2 only because that's where I first played it. Like, I specifically played this version of the game. If I am not mistaken, I got this game for $1. Like, I think it was like $3 total.
You did say something to that effect.
Yeah, I think I got it $3 total.
If
Like
you are
$1 up.
who likes to jump ahead of the story and guess at what is about to happen, you might suppose that the Baudelaire orphans were unsuccessful in their escape attempt, and that they were thrown straight into a situation even more awful than the last. If that is what you think, you are entirely correct. Count Olaf put the children in his car and took them on what he said would be a pleasant Sunday drive. Drive is a word which here means trapped in front of an oncoming train. With
So yeah,
doors
I
locked
indeed,
shut
I
and
indeed.
no way to open them, Violet
so I'm
thought up
guessing-
an ingenious invention to get them out of trouble.
If I launch it at just the right time, this device should hit the track switcher.
You'll need to hit it several times to set the train onto a different track.
It like I understood what was going on.
That's it. Keep it up.
Damn. Damn.
Nice shot,
Got it.
Violet.
But just before it
Jeez!
exploded,
Oh my gosh,
a
this is so-
magical flying unicorn
Oh,
swept
that was
down
it.
from the sky and whisked them to safety.
Tell me when you're ready for more
Or maybe
facts, by the
not.
way.
Oh yeah, so I got this game for like $1, and I think that the shipping was like $2.
The children's
More plot.
astonishing
I got to that part
resourcefulness
very quickly, and I got to tell them
saved from imminent
why this part is
flattery.
like not right.
Once the danger had passed, Mr. Poe happened by with an assessment of the situation that had almost nothing to do with what was really going on.
Sonny is
I might
far
be
too
able to do
young
this
to be
in
driving
15.
an automobile. It's simply not
Completely
prepared.
possible 10 if I keep
He took
doing
the
50,
Baudelaire
20-minute
orphans away
episodes.
from Count Olaf. But before he did,
I kinda wish I
he
could
let
just stream
Olaf
this.
have one final moment with
I
the
can,
children.
I can beat this in one setting. I
I'll be
swear.
back again when you least expect it. I am a master of disguise. I can become anyone.
When I looked it up
I can
earlier,
follow you
I only saw
anywhere,
like 3
and
people
I'll get my
who had played it.
fortune.
On
It's the
YouTube or
last
in life?
thing I do.
in both.
I'm gonna share it on Twitter and I'm
Well,
gonna
hello
tag Jim
there.
Carrey and
I
I'm
am
gonna
your Uncle
and hopefully
Monty.
he watches the
Goodness,
entire
you
thing and I
must
want
be
you to know,
Violet. Do you remember
Mr.
me?
Carrey, if you
Probably
happen to be
not.
watching
You're
this,
only a
this
baby.
video,
Klaus,
I
we
want you to know
never
as much as
left.
I
How do you
respect
do?
Neil
And
Patrick Harris as
Sonny.
an actor,
Oh,
he is
Sonny.
no Count
You look
Olaf.
so much like
And
your
also,
mother.
if you're watching this,
But
your
with
portrayal
fangs like a
as
Malaysian
Jeff
pit
Pickles
viper.
and Kidding
My goodness.
breaks my heart. That
Now,
show
what do you children
is
know
one of the
about
most
snakes?
emotionally draining
Not very much.
yet
Is that what
addictive
you do?
things I've seen
Study
on
snakes?
television
Yes, people,
probably
not
since
just
The Walking
snakes.
Dead.
Herpetology is the
I
study of
cannot
all
explain.
reptiles.
I don't care about
Come in,
like
come
the
in,
plot.
come in.
It's wrong.
There's
I'll just tell you
not
that
much
much.
time, and we've
But
got to
I
get ready
cannot
for
tell you how much I love that
You're
show.
taking us to
And like
Peru?
almost everybody I get
Isn't
a
it
chance to talk to about it,
exciting? Of
I like
course.
there's several
I'll
girls
really
I've
show
told
you
like
up to
I
the
would just
task.
like to sit and
Peru's
watch
no
this with
place for
them
amateurs.
because
I'm
it's
hidden
the show's a
for aspiring
clusterfuck.
adventurers from
Again, I'm assuming
around my
Jim is
house.
listening to this.
If you can
He
reach
knows
them,
it's a
I'll know
clusterfuck.
you can handle
The
whatever
show
challenges
is
Peru has to throw at
insanity
you. Follow me
and it's
outside to get
perfect.
started.
At the end of every episode, I want more, but I also need to cry. Especially in like during the first season. Like during the first season, like my heart broke for Jeff in every freaking episode. I am not like kissing ass here. Like, I mean, with that being said, I haven't seen a Jim Carrey movie that I didn't like. Like I think like The Majestic might have been like the only movie by Jim Carrey I was like, eh. But then like that just comes down to me not being cultured enough. Like the Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. Like I was going through some stuff like when I first saw that movie. I went through some stuff and I was like, I envy this man. Like I envy the
I
universe.
still like quote that as being like maybe like it goes between that and Clockwork as to which one is my
Uncle
favorite
Monty is
movie.
waiting for us outside.
I don't know why. I don't know if I needed to be quiet because I heard you say it twice, but I didn't know how to. I didn't know how to deal. So I waited for a second you to get through saying it. But like when I first saw Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, I was going through some stuff emotionally, and I completely I envied the universe in which that was a thing, in which people just could. And oh my good lord, the ending of that movie I didn't see coming. And I say like that to me, like I'm not to toot my own horn, but you know for a fact, like you can like vouch for the people who watch it at home. Did I break these? Okay, these Uncle Monkeys. I guess I can break these. Okay, you can vouch for the people at home. I'm really adept when it comes to. Am I supposed to be doing something? I'm really adept when it comes to figuring out the plot of a movie.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I got all of it. Oh no. Okay. 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 Oh, that sucks. I really do hope I end up back in the house. If this is the movie, I should. So here's what's happening. When you play through the game, from what I can tell, when you collect enough puzzle pieces, and I'm sure the game told me this, and I just wasn't paying attention. When you get enough puzzle pieces, a picture will be revealed here. It's weird. Like those last two, I can clearly see what that is. These I can't. And this tells you where the secret thing is. And I'm only figuring that out because of the X's. So there was one I didn't get. I knew there was something about that damn eye. Dang it. Okay. But yeah, again, not to like continuously like blow freaking Jim's spot or anything like that. But yeah, on the outs, like okay, yeah, it is what it is. I'm gonna tag him in these on Twitter. Like I'm gonna. Interesting. What is this nonsense? Can I push these?
What's all this?
Can I push these? Can I push these?
I don't know.
Huh. I need to push them at some point. Yeah, I see what's going on. I see what's going on there. I'm gonna just open doors until I can go
Uncle
somewhere.
Monty wouldn't want us
Doors
leaving the
locked.
grounds.
Because I wasn't paying attention because I was talking about.
Jim Carrey.
Yeah. The door's locked. The door's locked. The garden. There we go. But yeah, freaking A. Okay, so the train scene. Again, this is one of my favorite movies. This is one of those movies I've shared with my cousins because I love it so much. What happens in the train scene is like he decides, like Count Olaf decides that he's been kind of harsh on the kids, so he takes them for a Sunday drive, and he intentionally parks the car on railroad tracks.
The first aspiring adventurer trophy is through this door. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got other things to attend to.
I'm pretty sure that's not Billy Connolly. Like that's not Billy Connolly. And
No, it's not. That's not at all.
and it's heartbreaking that that's not Billy Connolly because he's by far like as much like I'm surprised Tim Curry is reprising his role, but you know not being able to listen to Billy Connolly do Uncle Monty. And again, like no shade to the guy who is playing Uncle Monty in the Netflix series, but you know Billy Connolly. And again, that's not an insult. I swear it's not. I don't mean to sound like disrespectful or anything, but man, you just kind of can't. You just kind of can't beat it. It's Billy, man. Like that Scottish bastard is just the way he talks makes you want to hear more of whatever it is he has to say. And yet again, I was not paying attention to whatever Uncle Monty told me to do.
We'll need to find a key.
Because
for
you're
this.
too fixated on him not being
This
Uncle
must
Monty.
be Uncle Monty's storage shed.
Again,
I do have a tidbit in here
That's an
somewhere.
interesting
Ah,
irrigation
dang.
system.
The thing is, I keep trying to
wonder
tell
how it
people stuff
works.
about what's going on. Okay. So, yeah, like, what ends up happening is he parks on the train tracks, and and Violet's like, we're gonna die, aren't we? And that's when they, like, devise the plan to they devised a plan to. What the heck was that? Whoa! That ain't supposed to happen. Oh, okay. There's a lunge. Yeah, they devised a plan to get out, and they're contesting. It is what it is. Mr. Poe is like the banker is like the most
What a
incompetent
strange
bastard.
place to hang your boots.
Oh, okay. So I didn't need to do that. Yeah, Mr. Poe is extremely fucking incompetent, and it's been 10 minutes. And what ends up happening is like they free themselves, and Mr. Poe just so happens to be coming by
I won't get across to that
as
tree stump.
the train
It's much too
passes
far to
and
jump.
Count Olaf
Maybe you could do it.
just does
If you
Count
had some
Olaf
help.
stuff, and then they get dropped off
I've
with
got an idea.
Uncle
All I need is a battery,
Montgomery.
some shoelaces, and 2 propellers.
Okay, I know what the batteries are, and I know what the shoes are. This will indeed require me to. I guess I can get the propellers right here. You found a propeller, but she needs 2 propellers. Okay, go ahead. Hurry up and say what you was gonna say before I start talking again. Because
Before you stop talking or
before I
start
start talking again, because I'm trying not to like continuously gush, but I'm bad at not doing that. So beat me to the punch there.
But yeah, where was I? Another little tidbit about Liam Mackin. He apparently grew 4.5 inches during the production of the movie.
Oh man, hit that growth
They
spurt.
kept having to adjust his costume, and by the end of the movie, you can visibly see that he is at least quite a bit taller than Emily Browning.
Huh? I never noticed. I never noticed. That's the other propeller.
So some other things
Oh, my
about this
God.
movie. Tim Burton was apparently originally going to direct at some point with Johnny Depp playing Count Olaf. I'm very happy that
No
it happened.
one's
I love Johnny
surprised
Depp,
that that's exactly how that would have went down, but also very glad that that's not what happened.
because I love Johnny Depp, but not as that.
We'll start with your shoes.
I'm not even saying that he couldn't have done it. Like I want to point out, like I don't think he couldn't have done
The
it.
rotation of the blades will propel you up
It's
and
just
But we wouldn't have gotten Jim Carrey, and that's the
Next item,
because
batteries.
whatever
This invention
I would
needs a
say, like
little
yeah, the
extra
universe in which you're gonna put the battery
And
under
last,
it.
the
Oh,
shoelaces.
that's
I'll use
that's
those to
awful.
tie it all together.
That's a bad
No,
idea.
That's not good at all.
No, man, we're not.
Still love that movie.
For all the wrong reasons.
For my next trick, I give you the levitating
With Glenn
rope.
Close playing Aunt Josephine.
Oh no, that's Meryl Streep. Sorry, that's Meryl Streep. Meryl Streep is Aunt Josephine. Also, I remember when I
Yeah.
finally saw, like, when I watched that again here recently, I remember thinking to myself, is that Meryl Streep? And I was like, I think that's Meryl Streep. And
It
I
is.
looked it up and I was like, that's Meryl Streep. I was like, why is she in this? Like, is this
But
not
of course,
beneath
when,
her? Glenn
I
Close
actually
could.
have an answer for that. It's coming up later, though. We have to get through these facts in order. We will not be going wrong.
Floating across treacherous gaps sounds like
But,
fun to you.
When Tim Burton left
should
as the
prove
director,
very
Johnny Depp
satisfying.
left as well.
I read about these
Because
toads in Monty's
It's
books.
Johnny Depp.
He's been
They spit
thrown at the
poison,
hip
so be
with
careful.
him. Feeling that Meryl Streep would be a better choice for, Aunt Josephine rather than Glenn Close. Streep wasn't going to accept. But her daughter was a huge fan of the books, so she said that she would do it.
And that's how we got Raul Julia as M. Bison. I mean, that's a true story. He didn't know anything about Street Fighter, and he was dying, but he knew. But his kids were like, "Yeah, we like that," and so he's like, "All right, bet."
We love Streep.
And so he was like, "All right," and that was it. Which is the exact same reason Lil Wayne was on this current season of The Masked Singer.
Thinking of, should I watch that?
wish I hadn't seen that.
Oh my gosh. You did what now?
I was asking, should I watch that?
By yourself? Hell no. With Deanna, maybe.
Okay.
You're not gonna enjoy it by yourself. Like, I will say, like, the thing is, it's like watching Jeopardy alone. If you're not like training to be on Jeopardy, why are you watching it by yourself? Like, unless
That
you
is a
have
bit-
like, yeah, it's like unless you have somebody. It's because half the fun of that show is being able to like say, oh man, no, you don't know who that is. Oh, listen, like that's got to be this person. Like that's the fun of the Masked Singer, is being able to sit down with somebody and
Guess who that is?
yeah, and like do the whole guessing game of you can't tell who that is. Like Lee knew who the first season's like not she didn't know who the winner would be, but she knew the voice of the winner. And I didn't recognize who he was at first. And then she was like, "Oh no, it's him." And she's like, he like even when he's in like because they alter their voices inside the they alter the voices inside the robot suit, inside the their masked characters.
Mm-hmm.
And
need to find a key for this.
okay. How am I supposed to just stay up here? Is life now different for me? What's going on? Am I supposed to just go back like the way I came? Is that really the world I'm living in right now? The answer is yes. It is indeed the world I'm living in right now. But yeah, like she was able to pick out who he was, and I was like, ah. And when she explained it, I was like, yep, that's definitely who that was, and it definitely was who that was. I was able to pick up on season 3's winner and runner-up. And I will be honest, I didn't catch their voices at first. Over time, I was able to pick up on the guy who would eventually become champion. And I didn't pick up on who became runner-up until the very final song he did. And I remember just having this moment like, is that? I was like, that's him. I was like, it was a specific note he hit that made me go, I know that guy. Yeah. And so far in season 3,
Children, come look at this. It's
Hold
called
on.
a perilous plant pod. I just had a case
I should probably
of it
start
shipped
listening
in
to
from
what's going
Borneo.
on.
Probably.
Perilous indeed.
Are those scissors?
You don't want to get too close.
Do you have a scissors I can borrow? It's a scissors.
Now, the second trophy is
That
just
bothers
beyond
me
that door,
to
on
no
the far
end.
side of the Grim River. Best of luck. I know you.
Like
can
I
do
don't
it.
know why it does, but that does. Like when people call scissors a scissors instead of a pair of scissors, it drives me insane. Hello? Okay. The PlayStation made a notification noise and I didn't know what was going on. Well, yeah. Well, with that being said, let me move the sticks around. So yeah, like if you're watching this and like you're like, I'm thinking about watching that, but like here's the thing. The panelists are annoying. Like it's TV. They're goofy in the worst kind of way because that makes good TV. That makes good
Yes,
non-offensive
we have to figure out
television
what
for the
role
most
that
part.
bridge and get across.
Nick Cannon, in my opinion, is a good host for the show. He brings a certain level to. He's not like it is what it is. I'm pretty sure like there are plenty of people who like will laugh at him for doing such a show, but it's not corny. It's not corny at all. It's kind of fun. It's a very cute show, and it's for the most part not vulgar. For the most part, they don't really do any songs that are like over the top. The wildest part about it is, like, if you've ever wondered if you're racist, you can 100% tell the white voices from the black voices. Like, no questions asked. Like, when a singer is a white guy, like, matter of fact, you'll notice it when the judges are trying to guess, they never, and I do mean never, like assume that a black person is a white person or vice versa. They can tell when like the celebrity behind the mask is white or black every single time. So with that being said, guys, you gotta
Let us turn
I gotta
from
do the
this
whole.
misfortune and try again.
You gotta make sure to get. You gotta make sure to get all of Sonny's puzzle pieces because I don't think you can come back to these places. You might be able to. I don't know. So I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get to go back to the house. Like I do know there is a point in the game where I'm back in the Count's care because you know if you've seen the movie. But yeah, like if you want to watch it, I say go for it. I will say there was a guy on this season. When I found out when I realized it was him, I was mad at myself because he's somebody I know very well. He's a celebrity that I know incredibly well. He's a celebrity you know incredibly well. He's a celebrity you wouldn't expect to be on the show. I didn't guess Lil Wayne. I ain't gonna front. Like I didn't catch it. I didn't pick up on his voice. Like not even the slightest. Like I didn't realize that was Lil Wayne.
Was he singing music that would be associated with him?
No, he wasn't rapping.
Oh, okay.
Nah, yeah, he wasn't rapping, and I think that has a lot to do with it. But that's kind of the thing. They don't do songs that would make you go, oh, well, duh, that's Paul Simon. I don't know what Paul Simon is, but like yeah, you wouldn't like they don't do songs that make you think that by any stretch of the imagination, but. And that's kind of the point. It's designed to throw you off. This episode's going to run a little long because I got to wait until the next save point. So given...
Some more
please do.
This was apparently the first Nickelodeon movie to win an Academy Award.
It's a good movie.
It was specifically for makeup and hairstyle. But it was a good movie. Apparently Sunny was played by 2 different babies.
That's usually the case. With, it's because of child labor laws, they're only allowed to...
Specifically.
It's always twins.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, like...
They were also apparently genuinely terrified of, Jim Carrey's Mickey.
Oh, that's adorable. Yeah, the girl who plays, Rick's daughter in the current Walking Dead was scared
Great
by
job,
one of the
Sonny.
by the guy who plays Beta. I won't say who it is, but yeah, like he was actively like just skulking around, being creepy, and she had to tell him, "Okay, I get it. You're scary. Leave me alone." And he was like, "Oh crap,
Sonny,
you're a
I've got
kid."
you to thank for this one.
Let's go find Uncle Monty.
Because you know it being The Walking Dead and all.
There were
Yeah.
children here.
And he's like, "Oh man, like I forgot she was a kid." Did you know? First off, I would like to like everybody to know out there that I am just now realizing who I am just finding out who Millie Bobby Brown is.
Absolutely
Hold on.
magnificent. You're well on your way. This next challenge is a bit of a nasty one. You'll have to get rid of a swarm of giant wasps.
Uncle Monty?
No need to fret. You've done such a good job so far. I'm certain you'll have no trouble at all. Ready? Go!
Well, we're gonna keep playing because there's no save option.
Oh no, it's Vespula gigantis, a rare species of Australian wasp that explode when they sting you.
I'm just button mashing if I'm being completely honest with you. 'Cause I'm just like I have to like destroy. I have to kill like a certain number of wasps, and I've killed one, and I'm going to die.
Well, that's progress.
Not really. It's actually the exact opposite of progress. She
Not
died.
good. Not good at all.
Okay. So the answer here is literally just like sit here and spam the shoot button from a distance. That's the answer. Yeah. Because from a distance, they will eventually like be within radius. Yeah, there we go. Uncle Monty was like, "Yeah, this is a fucking challenge, you little pricks. You can do this. You can do anything. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball." It's a game for children.
Would
It's
you
not
like to know?
designed. Yes, please. Yeah, we still have like a few seconds left. Done. Never mind.
See? I knew you could take care
Hold
of
up,
those
up.
wasps. There's only one challenge left. When you're ready to continue, I'll be
It was
waiting
incredibly
inside.
easy actually after I died once. Golly, he's just not Billy Connolly. Okay.
One
And
step
because,
closer to
wait.
Peru.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know if I quit game. Like, if it'll be like, "Are you sure you want to quit? Because you haven't saved in a while, and
I'll take it from here.
you're gonna be upset when you come back and have to do all this all over again." And they'll be right, because I don't wanna. But yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so where were we?
Exploring the jungles of Peru will
That's
present
not
each of you with
important.
problems that would be impossible to solve on your own. You'll
Apparently,
need to work
the
together.
director wanted
Teamwork,
to
that's the
originally
key.
make Sunny
In that
pure
cage is the
CGI,
final award. Get it? And I'll know I have assistants who can handle
but
anything.
you realized
How
that was
are
a
we
bad
going to get
idea.
up there?
Good for him, because it would have
Lower the
been.
cage down to us.
There's
We
only
need to
apparently
find
3
Uncle
scenes
Monty's
in the
shipment
movie.
of perilous plant
Not
pods
4.
to make this work.
4 scenes in the
Each of
movie
those pods need to be
where
moved to
he
the
has
right
to use
location.
her as a CGI baby. The shots of her
I
hanging from
skipped
the
it.
table by her teeth,
This is a good spot for my blueprint.
catching a spindle with her mouth, the scene where she's entangled by the incredibly deadly viper.
Well,
That's not all 4 scenes. That's just 3 scenes, but that's
I'm
why I
about to
thought that
say,
was
like, the incredibly deadly viper scene was the fucking viper was not real. So
But you can't entangle a baby in a fake snake of a The movie was entirely filmed on sound stages.
unexpected. I
Even
mean,
the exterior scenes, it was all done in 360-degree sets with a lot of green screen.
that's okay. Like, certain scenes aren't surprising when you realize, like, oh, this is what they did. Like, well, yeah, the Aunt Josephine scenes, duh.
Yeah.
And I would like to remind everybody that I'm hearing this with a delay, so like he starts pushing it on your screen. Like, you won't hear the delay because I'm good at editing. Actually, if everything worked out fine, if everything's good, I don't have to worry about actually like mixing the audio. I probably will have to anyway.
Apparently Jim Carrey was very, very excited for the opportunity of working with Sir Billy Connolly. And
Yeah, you are.
Let me see.
We need to finish setting up the invention first. Let's check the blueprint. We need to finish setting up the invention first.
All right, well,
Let's check the blueprint.
Apparently each of the Baudelaire twins,
Orphans.
triplet, they're
orphans.
triplets, quadruplets.
Okay. Oh,
But yeah,
the
they
thing
have
in the-
one major difference between the movie costume. That would help if I pay attention to that. But they have one thing wrong with all of their movie costumes compared to where they were in the books. Because in the books, Klaus can't even see without his glasses, where in the movie, he only needs them to read. Sunny in the book hated pink, but in the movie, she basically wears pink all the time. Violet in the book was able to put her hair in braids, but in the movie they decided to put her hair in braids nearly in the entire movie. Jim Carrey's makeup usually took 3 hours to finish.
Okay.
It sounds horrifying.
Okay. What is the deal here? What am I missing? Because I need to get the... Like, looking at this, it push those into place. All right. Okay, we need to lift that somehow. Okay, so how do I lift that? Whoops, sorry. Oops. Oh. Okay.
During the final act, there's the play they perform, the marvelous
Marriage. It's actually the Marvelous Carriage.
Yeah, but it's written by a man named Al Funku, which is an anagram for Count Olaf.
Oh, I'm about to say, is he the guy who made the Funko Pops? This is gonna be a long episode because the game didn't get. Although the game countlessly. Oh, okay. Never mind. I just didn't see that last one. All right, we're almost done. You've collected the plant bombs. I'm assuming I put them in here. Yeah, I did. Yes, excuse me. And then
some of the miniatures on the list given by the
Baudelaire.
Count Olaf.
It's my turn.
1. Fix the rear porch so it's back to code. 2. Dust and clean all of the very important pictures of myself. 3. Clean the stairs. 4. Reupholster the living room sofa. 5. Dust and polish the wood furniture throughout the house. 6. Do all the laundry and make sure you separate the whites, the colors, and the polyesters. Make sure to take special care of my costumes and delicates.
I think he said that in the movie. Yeah, don't quote me.
7. Iron all the clothes. 8. Sew buttons on the clothes that are missing them. 9. Clean the mirrors above my makeup table, taking care that there are no strings. Number 10. Wash the steps on the porch. Number 11. Prune the trees.
The simple common ring of a doorbell, a harbinger, one might say. Harbinger is a word which can mean an announcement of someone's arrival, but a harbinger is also a warning of terrible things to come. And though it pains me to tell you this, terrible things were soon to come.
Yes, excuse me. I'm looking for Dr. Montgomery. I am Stefano. I am an Italian man, and I am here to assist and facilitate his efforts in any way that I can.
That shit killed me.
Observatory.
You're Count Olaf.
Pardon me?
Toxins.
I don't know of any such person as a Count Olaf. Though it certainly sounds like an impressive title.
We know it's you.
Well, I think you ought to be considering your hypothesis with extra carefulness. When one jumps to conclusions and speaks without thinking, who knows what can happen? And that, children, is why you should always be staying clear of broken power lines. Oops, you caught me being a mentor.
Quite right, Mr. Stefano. Sound advice. It's wonderful to meet you, and bless you for coming on such short notice.
That's not what happened. That's not what happens in the movie.
Sorry,
I am accepting that's not what happens in the movie, but it gives me something to
please
talk
come
about.
with me. I'll show you the reptile room.
All of my most important scientific achievements in snakeology have been a direct result from me wanting to be exactly like you.
It's locked.
What do you think he's up to?
I don't know, but we have to get in there to tell Uncle Monty who Stefano really is. Maybe there's another entrance to the reptile room from outside.
Let's hurry.
So, in this scene, what ends up happening here is, please let me save. Thank you. Goodness gracious. So in this scene here, like Olaf was just telling them, "Hey, don't be jumping to conclusions. You never know what might happen." Yada yada yada. In the movie, what happens is, like, they clearly realize that it's Olaf, and they're like, "Fuck this," and they get ready to slam the door in his face, and he pulls out this big ass Bowie knife and stops the door with the tip of the blade. And like that, being very menacing, and their only children, like, he like makes his way in, and Uncle Monty goes, and he sees Uncle Monty in the background, and that's why you should never play with knives, children. Why is Vern supposed to stuff on her? They caught me being a mentor. Yeah, it's that's what happens in the movie. Is he quite clearly threatens 3 small children with a with a very large knife. I am an Italian man. He's my favorite character. Like, actually, Captain Sham is probably my favorite character in the whole movie. Of, like, the Olaf characters. Captain Sham is... you stay where you're at, we'll come where you're to. Like, I do remember watching, like interviews and, like, some behind-the-scenes footage before the movie, like, debuted. And, like, him, like, giving, like, his, who, like, he based certain characters off of. Or, like, where he got the idea for, like, certain yada yada yada. And it was kind of great. But it's been 36 minutes, so it's enough of that. Okay, y'all know the story by now. If you like what you saw here today, hit the like button. If you don't like what you saw here today, leave a comment below telling me why and what I can do to improve. If you super duper like what you saw here today, you can go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And since you're doing that, you might as well hit the notification bell to be notified every single time I publish a video. There's usually about 6 videos a day. Currently, there's 6 videos a day. Why are there 6 videos a day? Oh, Resident Evil. There's 6 videos a day, Monday through Friday. There's 1 video on Monday. 1 video on Saturday, 1 video on Sunday. Most of the videos have this guy in them. Not me, the other guy.
Most of them.
I'm in most of them as well.
I'm
in a fair bit. I mean, it's almost kind of gross. So
is there a single video on your channel where you're not in it?
There's technically videos where you never hear me talk. Yeah, there's an entire series where you never hear me talk.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, the Silent Smash is almost exclusively for people who hate the sound of my voice, but also like Smash Bros. That's kind of it. Like, I will say, like, Oxenfree, I didn't talk a lot during Oxenfree either, because that was like one of the first Halloween series I did, and I wanted, like, to keep the atmosphere clean.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's very few videos in which I don't, like, provide some sort of commentary, but I will say anything that has just me in it, there's a good chance. Oh gosh, yeah. So a lot of the Dragon Ball Z episodes do not have me talking in them, because I cut them like they're actual episodes of the show. Which, again, not to toot my own horn, but I really feel like I'm doing a really good job editing those videos. I feel like I'm doing, like, because I cut out the me looking for stuff when, like, it's time for a side quest. I kind of show where they are, but that's about it. And, like, and if it, like, takes a long time to get it, I explain, like, how I got it, or, like, what I had to do to get it. Anyway, until next time.
This episode's long enough.
Yeah, almost 40 minutes. So until next time, guys, take care of yourselves, and we're out of here. Peace.
It's the last hammer time of the week.